Reduce, reuse, recycle. So, kids, how much trash does the earth have to deal with every year? Let me ask that another way. How much trash do the people on earth generate or make each year? Well, I'm not here to scold you or to try to make you feel bad, but let's just say that people generate an extremely large amount of trash. People are really the only creatures on the planet who generate any trash. You won't see a bear or deer putting trash in a trash can. You won't see a monkey in the jungle using a paper napkin to wipe her face. And you probably won't see dogs and cats drinking their water out of plastic bottles. People make trash, so they're the ones who are responsible for taking care of it. Every year, people in the United States generate billions of bags full of trash, plus all kinds of other trash that doesn't fit in bags, like old refrigerators and broken furniture. Imagine how much trash is generated all over the world. Where does all that trash end up? Can you remember the name of the place in this picture? It's a landfill. There is an incredible amount of trash buried in landfills, but you can all help. Wouldn't it be nice if we could keep as much land as possible clean and green like the place in this picture? Can you think of ways you can cut back on the amount of trash you throw away? Well, I'm about to teach you 3 important words. If you pay close attention and try to put some of my words into action, then you can really help to make an important difference in the world. Putting someone's words into action is acting on or doing what they say. Those 3 words are reduce, reuse, and recycle. Say them a few times. Reduce, reuse, recycle. When you reduce the amount you use of something, you use less of it. What do you see in this picture? On the left is a roll of paper towels. On the right is a paper towel dispenser, like the one that you might have in the restroom at your school. Why do you think I'm showing you those pictures? What does this have to do with the word reduce? Let's say you wash your hands in the restroom. Instead of grabbing a huge hunk of paper towels, try using just one. By reducing the number of paper towels that you use, you can do 2 very important things. First, you will reduce the number of trees that get cut down to make paper towels, and that's a really good thing. Second, you will reduce the amount of trash that goes to a landfill. So remember, whether you're using paper towels, toilet paper, or any other kind of paper, reduce, reduce, reduce. Don't use more than you really need. What does it mean to reuse something? It means that you use it again. If you try, you can probably think of lots of ways to reuse paper. Do you like to draw? Before you ball up a piece of used paper and throw it away, flip it over and see if there's anything on the back. If it's blank, draw a picture on the other side, like this nice one that a child drew of a house on a bright spring day. Then take it home and hang it up on the refrigerator or bulletin board. Trust me, it will look great, and nobody will ever know or care that there is something on the other side. Reducing and reusing are 2 very important ways to make sure that you don't send too much trash off to the landfill. But the very best way is by recycling. This is the recycling symbol. A symbol is a picture that represents a word or idea. The arrows in this symbol remind you that many things can actually be made into other things. Recycling is sort of like reusing. When you recycle something, however, it often gets made into something completely different. For example, your plastic juice bottle can be recycled and made into something else that is plastic. All the plastic that is collected in recycling bins is taken to factories where it is melted down into liquid plastic and then made into something else. So a plastic bottle that you put in the recycling bin might end up as part of a new plastic toy. Now that you know what it looks like, you might start noticing the recycling symbol in more places. Often you'll see these 3 arrows on bins like this one, so you'll know to put recyclable materials in it. A recycling bin is kind of like a trash can, except the things you put in here won't go to a landfill. They will be turned into other things. Be sure to empty containers and rinse them, if possible, before putting them into a recycling bin. Here is a picture of different things that most people use almost every day. All of these things can be recycled. Newspapers, mail, and cardboard boxes are all paper products. All of them come from trees, and all of them can be recycled instead of thrown into the trash can. Glass bottles and jars, aluminum soda cans, metal soup cans, and plastic bottles are all recyclable too. What's more, all of these things are made from natural resources, which means the more you recycle, the more natural resources you conserve. You might be wondering, why does all that trash end up in landfills if most of it can actually be reused or recycled? That's a good question to ask, and it's one that you'll learn about later. For now, however, I just want you to make sure that you remember those 3 important R words: reduce, reuse, and recycle. Say them again. Reduce, reuse, recycle.